Guys, hey guys, this is Jacob from Play for Christ Ministry. Today we're going to review a shoe. Just got done playing some basketball with a 1-on-1 to 21. I'm uploading those videos today, so we'll get ahead and try to check those out. That will probably be on at the end of this video. We're going to go ahead and review the Ant, Adidas Ant, and basically Anthony Edwards 2s. I got the Futurama or something like that, but I'm calling this more like the Kansas Jayhawk colorway, even though Anthony Edwards didn't go to Kansas, but it's kind of like that colorway, but it's actually a different name. It's like Futurana, something like that. But it's basically we just got done hooping in these, so these are going to be a little bit now kind of dirty. I'm kind of actually glad we got to play this dude that we just got to be done playing. Of course, my Kansas Jayhawk sticker is basically gone because I guess he ran my shoe down when he was trying to defend me. My Jesus didn't really last long either. And then, of course, I have another Kansas on the other side because, like I said, I'm calling this more of the Kansas Jayhawk colorway because you have the red, you have the blue, you have the red up here, you have the whole white. I did Play for Christ Ministry. I did Matthew 4:19. You know how the channel is. We got basically the red Adidas logo, and you got, of course, the red Anthony Edwards logo. I got another one too as well, and that one is called the Underdog or something like that. No, the Alpha Dog. That one I got last week. I was like, you know what? I like these ones. I'm gonna go ahead. I like the feel. I like how it is. I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and get another pair, but this one's for hooping. And this is going to be the new hoop shoe to play because once I saw the Jaw 4s, I was like, nope, that's going to play as we need to find an alternate shoe. So, of course, we're still playing the Jaws, but right now we're playing in these now. I feel like these right here are kind of comfy. I think when you're trying to, I have 11.5 right now on these sides, but I think if you're going and trying to scoot and do your moves, I think your toe is gonna kind of basically hurt you, or it's gonna go and have basically a man, it's gonna actually jam your toes. Be truthful, I think you're jamming your toes in these when you're trying to break or trying to do a move. I think you're really trying to, you're gonna basically jam your foot or jam your toe. They're comfy though. I mean, this is the other one I changed the shoelace. They give you a shoe that's basically with a different shoelace, and these are like the reddish shoelaces. But no, you have basically the blue, the red, the white. Oh man, whatever happened there. And then, of course, I have my Kansas Jayhawk sticker. I have my other Jayhawk sticker. I got Blessed on the shoe. I got Play for Christ Ministry. We know how it's doing here. You have, Mountain Hooper. So we're doing a lot with these right now. I think these are going to be something that are going to be. Let me get actually a thumbnail. And I think these shoes right here are going to be maybe my top 2. The Jaw 3s will be my number 1, and these ones will be an alternate. Right now, these are the ones that I'm going to wear for the next 2 weeks, just to see and have more feel to it. But the colorway that we got is pretty decent because what I'm looking at is all these, whatever that kid's shoe was. I got some marks on my shoe now, but like I said, it's part of the game. I mean, that's how it goes. But when it comes into it, we're just playing in these right now just to kind of test them out, feel them, see what's happening with them, and we're just gonna do it that way. So that's basically what we're doing right now. But like I said, it's a comfy shoe. Would I take them over the Jaws? No, I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't take them over the Ja Morants. Sorry guys, we just got interrupted by some people who just wanted to walk in the darn video. But like I said, we're gonna stay with the Ja Morants for now. But right now we're gonna play with the Anthony Edwards, and we're gonna just goof around with those and see what happens. That wind is picking up strong now, so we're just gonna do a quick little video. I'll add this into it. If this is gonna blow away, I'll have to hold on to it. But no, when it all comes down to it, like I said, I had to restart the video kinda because some people wanted to walk their dogs, and you see someone videoing, you would think, hey, he's videoing, let me just move out the way. But no, these clowns wanted to get in the video, so I had to cut half of that out. Now I got to add this onto the video, so that's why we took a quick little break. But no, when it all comes into it, like I said, it's getting windy now, and trying to shoot the basketball, the wind is actually now picking up more bigger than what it was. Thank God now, because we were playing ball and we were trying to shoot threes and stuff like that. I love my basketball, but man, I wish I had more grip. That's one thing I love about the Nike balls. But that basketball this basketball right here is still good. Still it's great. It's good basketball. It's sparkling. Can't beat it. But no, like I said, I think that's basically where we're at with the shoe. I don't know. I mean, the only thing that I really have a downfall for the shoe is when I am doing moves or if I'm trying to break more and my foot is hitting the top, even though this is 11.5 shoe. I would say go up one, even though the back ankle support will be a little different. But when you really look at it, I mean, I don't know. I mean, these were sitting for almost 2 weeks, if not, 3 weeks. So I don't know. Not a lot of people are getting Anthony Edwards, and how many people are really getting Adidas, I don't know. But like I said, will this be another shoe to hoop with? Yeah. Is my Ja Morant's my number one? Yeah. So when it comes into it, like I said, I feel like we're just testing out this shoe. I'm trying to figure it out. So these next 2 weeks when I'm on spring break, I'm just going to go ahead and test them out, see how they feel, how they're looking, how they're playing. I'll be wearing them more because that's happened to my jaws. Now, the one thing about the Ja Morant's, though, is the tongue. When you tie your shoe, the tongue basically kind of moves with you. That's the one downfall. But for these ones here, the downfall is when you're trying to break or something, your toe is hitting the top here, and when it comes into it, it shouldn't be like that. So I feel like there's no room more on, even if you're going on 11s or 11.5 or true to size, I feel like there's no room for the top of the shoe because, like I said, I feel like we're just not, I'll show you when we're moving our shoe here, like when we're moving, my toe is hitting this part, and like I said, this is 11.5, and yeah, your ankle for your Achilles or your back ankle here, it's loose, it's a little loose, but no, my downfall for this shoe here though is really just where my toe or my feet are sliding and I'm hitting the big top here, right here. So, and yeah, it's a killer. I just don't know because I got these on Wednesday. Maybe it's got to break in. I really don't know. I mean, like I said, I mean, the shoe is cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the shoe looks good. It looks good on the court. It looks. I mean, I'm gonna watch the video when I get back home. But I mean, like I said, they're comfy. They're really comfy. But there's some flaws to these. And I mean, like I said, the Ja Morant's, the Ja 3s are not even the best shoe. I feel like when you really look at your shoes, or if you're looking at shoes or you're looking at stuff, you want to know, okay, what's the best shoe out there? I really don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, this is where people go into their opinions and say, okay, well, Kobe's the best, the Jaws are best, the Jordans are, I mean, people are shooting, playing ball in Jordans. I don't know about the Jason Tatums or the Lucas. I heard the Tatums are pretty great, but I don't know. Like I said, my number one right now is Ja Morant 3s. The 3s are the best for me, in my opinion. I'm just testing out. I'm kind of like the Steph Curry in the street ball life right now, where I'm testing out these shoes and I'm looking and I'm feeling them. But like I said, I mean, I do feel comfortable in the shoe. I really do feel comfortable. I mean, they were a little heavy set, but now when you're running in them, they're actually pretty great, So like I said, I just don't know. Like I said, the shoe game is hard to try to make a great shoe doing this and this. I remember I had Adidas with Damian Lillard's. They sucked. It was the Dame 316s, and the tongue, every time you try to tie it and you tied your shoe, your tongue is moving left and right. Then I had the James Harden. Those were just trash, and those were like the polka dots. I don't even know what Hardens they were, but they were just trash. They were trash, and then, of course, I took the ones that I really, really did like, and it was back in 2012, and I remember wearing these shoes out. I was wearing these shoes out. It was the Derrick Roses, I think, 1s or 2s or something like that. And man, they were beautiful shoes. And Adidas couldn't do no wrong for that. Like, those shoes were the best. And that was back in 2012 when Derrick Rose was at his peak and at his level. But no, when it came down to it, I mean, these do remind me of like the old Tracy McGrady's back in 04, 05, 06, where I never had a Tracy McGrady, so I can't really say what the Tracy McGrady's felt like, because I remember looking at that shoe, but I really wanted the Carmelos, and then I wanted the D Wades when he was in Converse. So I really can't say anything about the Tracy McGrady's, but no, like I said, these are pretty comfy. little bit of downfall here and there. I mean, I just got done playing 2 games, so I can't really beat it. But after that, like I said, the Ja Morants will be my number 1. But right now, these 2 weeks, I really want to break these in just to see and kind of play in them and try to feel it. But like I said, I just, I was going to get the Jurassic Park Jaws, but I decided not to. I am getting my custom shoes for my Jaw 3s. I can't wait to show you those. It's going to be a story to tell when I do get them. We will do a reveal. We will do a reveal by Nike by You. And it's gonna be cool. Just know that they're kind of like they're a basketball color, and there's a mountain hooper color because I did a mixed match. But I can't wait for that. That's gonna be in April. All the other stuff is out. I am gonna do a new series called God's Plan or God's Game Plan. I have my stuff out for that, and I'm excited to show that to you and share that, and that's going to be this week coming up. I will do that. I think I'm going to pre-record this weekend, and then after that, I'm going to post them. But no, it's going to be called God's Game Plan, and I'm still kind of thinking, but my game plan is basically trying to talk about our life and what God has done for all of us and what's your game plan in life. And I'm going to put a lot into sports for this, and then I'm going to put in a lot of stuff that I think what God has planned my game life. And that's basically what it's going to be. It's going to be it's for me basically more. So it's about my life, what God has really given me in my game plan in my life, and where I came and where I didn't. We just got done with the hoop story. All the episodes are finally out. We did episode 8 about what college I was going to go to. But now it's going to be God's Game Plan, because this is going to be a shift to a hoop story, and we're going to Walk and Talk presents God's Game Plan. So this is going to be basically like, hey, this is what I wanted to be. This is what I wanted to do. This is my career. I thought I was going to be an NBA. I thought I was going to be in college. I thought I was going to do this. But God gave me a different direction of, hey, I'm going into working with students or working with kids and doing this and coaching and then preschool and working now 10 years in the education system and doing another, doing my 10 years before that with, working in these playground pal stuff. And like I said, I can't wait to share that. But like I said, I'm going to pre-record that, and I'm going to be excited to show. But like I said, God bless you guys. Take care of yourself. And I hope everybody has a great week and enjoy, and God bless. And thank you guys for supporting. We're at 77 followers. I lost 2. My goal right now for the end of this month is 80. I want 80 subscribers. So if I can get blessed with that in the next, hopefully 2-3 weeks we have left, that would be a blessing. So thank you guys. God bless you guys. Take care.